to Bishop Dixon, my good friend, to all of the other pastors who are here, to this family, to the son and daughter, mom and dad, sister, brother, and everyone else. I've had the privilege of working with Tanya for more than 20 years. Native Houstonian who came through Rogers and Norwood and Smiley. She graduated from Smiley. But in her later years, she watched over Booker T. She graduated from Lamar, but she worked on the campus of Prairie View. She was a fierce protector of Independent Heights, a fierce protector. When she saw that gentrification was starting to occur in Independent Heights, she intensified her efforts to hold on to the character and personality of Independent Heights. When Hurricane Harvey came through and many homes were destroyed in Independent Heights, she worked with me and Sitco to come to Independent Heights and rebuild housing right there in Independent Heights. When I-45 project was being proposed, she was at the table, Gerald, with Congresswoman Sheila Jackson Lee, and made sure that for any properties taken, houses would be rebuilt right there in Independent Heights. Just last year, Tanya reminded me when I took the reins from the Congresswoman that in the proposal of Independent Heights was $29 million to replace housing. 17 million of that 29 is dedicated for Independent Heights to rebuild housing in Independent Heights. When it came down to the Freedom Trail, Tanya was front and center, again working with the Congresswoman to make sure that the Freedom Trail started at Freedmanstown, went over to Third Ward, the Trey. But Tanya was advocating strongly that that Freedom Trail find its way to Independent Heights. And one of the things she told me last year, that project hasn't been completed. But she said, Congressman Turner, I'm looking to you to make sure that the work that was started is completed, including Independent Heights. I had the privilege of appointing her to the Houston Archaeological and Historical Commission. And just last year, we were right there on the property of Jackson Barbershop, declaring it as a historical landmark right here in Independent Heights. I say all of that to say this. It's not the fact that we are here that makes a difference. It's what we do while we are here that makes a difference. Tanya Debose was not an elected official, but nonetheless, she made a tremendous difference, Marty, in making sure that the people in Independent Heights that the people in any historical black neighborhood, that their property and their history was preserved. She didn't do that as an elected official. She did it because she cared. And she knew that our history was important. Is it any coincidence that we come to celebrate her life in Black History Month? Isn't it a coincidence? Or is it that God just planned it that way? As I sat in a seat, I reflected on her life, her partnership with Congresswoman Sheila Jackson Lee. And if the Congresswoman were here, she would say, there was a flag flown over the Capitol. And I had that flag brought down in order to present it to Tanya Debose. Now, this flag has even greater significance now because of everything that's happening in D.C. Don't take the flag for granted, like you can go and get it at Walmart. This flag has great significance. And I want to present this to the family in honor of Tanya Debose. But lastly, I have the privilege of saying, therefore I, Sylvester Turner, Congressman of the 18th Congressional District, do hereby proclaim this day as Tanya Debose Day in the 18th Congressional District. To God be the glory for all that he has done.